What's happening, everybody? Willie here at Great Outdoors. Today I'm behind a great big piece of American muscle, driving a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner. We're going to go get some coffee and maybe see a bunch of other guys and gals with their fancy hot rods out. Now, no, this ain't my car, and I truly wish it was. But I have a friend of mine who has quite a few cars, and unfortunately he works so much that he can't really drive them all and get them out on the roads and keep the gas circulating and the oil circulating and all that. So, I mean, his loss is my gain, I guess you could say. But anyway, we're out on the open road with 383 cubic inches of 4-speed manual shifting Detroit steel underneath of our booties. Well, my booty anyway. And we're going to go have us a cup of coffee and visit with some other friends, people I haven't really seen in a long time. I used to be a major player in the old car world, but unfortunately I got out of it. It just got too expensive for me, and it just got to be a point where I needed to be able to get to from point A to point B more than looking all fancy and making a lot of noise, dual exhaust, stuff like that. So anyway, let's head up the road. Kind of cool. I'm already seeing old friends. That's a good friend of mine, Vince, and his wife. I believe that's a 59. I think it's a 59 Ranchero. Very cool car. Who knows who we'll see up here at the coffee shop. Well, we got here kind of late, but there are still a few vehicles here. We got a fellow Mopar guy over here with his 440 RT 68 Cornet. '68 BMW R60 with a sidecar. Very cool. Got a 1963 Ford Galaxy 2-door here. Oh yeah, I know. 64 Galaxy. Wow, that's cool. 1970 Chanel. Lamborghini. Cobra. 427 Big Block Cobra. Sadly, that's all that's really here now, so we're going to move on to the next phase, which is taking the Roadrunner back to the house and cleaning it up. All right, so we're going to head back to the house, or who knows where we may head. I don't know. I definitely got to put some gas in this thing, though, because we had a half a tank when I left. I think we only drove about 22 miles, and now we're down to a quarter of a tank. Those are days I don't miss. I miss this. I need something of my own again. Ever since I got rid of Booger, I haven't had anything like this. It's all been computer generated, operated, sensor oriented, engine lights coming on for no apparent reason, that kind of vehicles. They're no fun at all. This, you drive this. You gotta have legs like Arnold Schwarzenegger to push the clutch in, stop the thing, and shift. Good morning. Not the way you expected to see me, is it? It's not the way I expected to see me. Looks like we're going to have a partially good day. But yes, the rain is on its way. So we're warming up the monkey. We're going to head out, see if we can do some shopping today. Hit the flea market and see what there is to see before the rain and the 22-mile-an-hour wind gust get here. And I'm hoping not to freeze to death today. It started out another one of those 48-degree mornings. Sun's out nice and bright, but the sun is about to, well, at some point today, early afternoon, that sun is going to disappear behind a whole lot of clouds. Right now, it doesn't feel too bad, though. And these guys on their big, comfortable bikes up here with their windshields and their fiberglass bags and things, they must do some traveling. I'm not sure how many miles I got on this monkey now. I probably got about, I would say somewhere in the 5,000 mile range or more on this bike. You see what you did? You left your guy behind. If you just stop, like the light says, stop. Nobody wants to stop anymore. The stop sign that's at my house on the corner, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody stop unless they absolutely had to. See, look at that. Those guys had to stop. I'm gonna cruise on through. Hey, y'all want to go? What shade of green are you looking for? Look at all the campers. Oh, I caught the light on this one, but they ran it. They could have stopped. That's okay. When you ride a monkey, you're in a club of your own. You're a one-man club. That's okay. There's plenty of stoplights up there. I'll probably catch them at one of them anyway. As you see, here it is again. They had to sit and wait on the light. I'm pulling up. It turns green. And I just let off the gas and slow down. And there they go. They can't take it. They gotta go. Gotta go. We're late for something. I don't know where this rain's coming from, but it sure looks nice out here. It must be rolling in at some point, though. Hey, there's my motorcycle buddies again, having to stop at a stoplight when I'm just pulling up and it's green. This is going to be funny. I'm just going to go flying by them. Yeah, let me floor it. See you guys. How's all that stopping and going? That guy just looked at me like I was riding a ostrich down the road. Lots of people here. That's what you want to see. I see fishing rods right there. This is why I like coming to the flea market. Look at that little thing. This is a Daiwa 500C. Look at the size of this little guy. It says ball bearing, so there's a ball bearing in there somewhere. But I mean, just, we're going to take that thing home and clean that up. I actually am looking forward to using that. I mean, look at it. $5. Can't beat that. Boo is out there just staring me down. There you go. That's gone. We have a Daiwa 500C bearing. Has a bearing in it. All it says is bearing. Ball bearing. Daiwa 500C ball bearing. That's what it says. Very, very small little thing. I don't know anything much about it at all. What year, time frame, I don't know. I have no idea. It's very small. I tell you what we can do though. Let's just see. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you and sit here and tell you I know anything about this reel because I don't. So what we can do is just basically Google. Daiwa 500C ultralight spinning completely rebuilt bearing upgrade must see. $112. Let's see what else we got on here. Videos. There's a video of one. Who is this? So I'm not the only guy doing a video on one? I hate it when that happens, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Who is this? Because I'll tell you who it is. Let's see who it is. It is... Who is this? Second Chance Tackle. Does mine look the same as his? Yeah, it looks like it. Ultralight for pond fishing, he says, which I get that. That's exactly what it is. Let's see here. What else can we find out about this thing? The Daiwa. Here we go. The Daiwa 500C is an ultralight spinning reel from Silver Series manufactured in Japan. Its history is tied to Daiwa's overall development as a reel maker, which began in the 1950s. I don't need all that. Let's see, with the company focusing on innovations, lighter materials, smoother operation, the C in the 500 stands for compact. There you go. And this is telling me absolutely nothing. So that's what I have to tell you about this reel. Absolutely nothing. So basically what it boils down to is these little guys come from the Silver Series lineup. I don't know of a date. I wish I could tell you something. This one has definitely been on a rod. It is scarred up on the foot big time. Seems to still be smooth and semi-functioning well. It may not take much. It may be just pulling out some old grease and stuff. I can, manually flip that back, but we'll take it apart. Let me get some plastic baskets over here. We're going to go with one big basket since it's like bigger than the reel. And we'll go there first. Let me get you guys down to the table here and we're going to commence to tearing into it. I don't know how far we'll have to go into this reel. Maybe not very far at all. It'll definitely make it to the sink with a toothbrush and some soap. All right, we'll do the typical first, which is really take that out of there and take all the places it couldn't have fell in there. We have a screw there to get the handle off, it looks like. We have a little plastic bushing there. Handle slips right out once you do that. I can see a lot of goo and funk. Got 3 screws on the body right there. Are going to come off. Let's go ahead and disassemble the drag system here. Because this thing actually does move pretty good, so I'm not really terribly worried about its functionality. That it's very light line in here. Looks to be about 2-pound line. Next we're going to get these 3 little screws out of here and see what the inside of this guy looks like. Well, there's a lot of oil in here, so what I can say is that somebody put a lot of oil inside of this thing. I think there's a ring right there, yes. Don't want to lose that. Now let's start being extremely cautious because this is the part that could be bad. Figuring out what parts come off and what parts stay on. Looks like this bushing comes off here, but you just kind of have to go around it. And there it is. Take this little tennis racket off of here. Okay, we got a little screw here that holds the shaft in. We'll go ahead and take that loose. There we go. Finally got that out of there. Lay that down there. Now we should be able to pull this shaft. Or not. Let's see. I still think that it does. You just got to pull hard. There we go. Okay, that's out. Things are starting to get frightening. That was on tight. I'm not joking. Hey, it just pulls right over there. Thought something was kind of odd there. Wow, are you filthy inside. This is what holds the bearing in, I believe. I really don't want to take those springs apart because, wow, I'm frightened. You can see this spring goes around. It hooks on the lever here and leans against here. But it's got to come out, whether I want it to or not, in order to get that bearing out. Things are going to start flying here in a second, and this is not going to be pretty. Ah, you dirty. That's got a lever on the screw. That's got to go. Okay, it has a thing here, metal hook place thing. That's got to go back in there. There's the gear, which appears to be some kind of plastic. This is the ring that's holding the bearing in. There's the bearing, and there it is pulling out. This is the anti-reverse lever and spring. There's our center section with a plastic bushing, it looks like. We're going to go clean these two pieces up first, which is our crank gear, bushing, and body. Nothing else is connected to it at this particular time. We're going to go clean those up first, and then we're going to put them back together. I shall return. Matter of fact, I'll probably clean all of this and then get back with you. Okay, quickly, the body cleaned up. Gear and bushing cleaned up. And really, that just kind of goes right back in here like that, in some way, shape, or form. Before we do that, I am going to take the bearing and the gear, pinion gear, and clean that up. That bearing really still works very well. And we're going to clean that up, and I'm going to put that back in. Yeah, that's really working quite well. So let's go clean that up really fast. I'll be right back. Pinion gear and bearing cleaned up, and bearing is rolling quite well. So what I'm going to do is we're going to oil that up real good when we put that back in. It's actually kind of weird that it's sealed. It's the sealed side is facing up, where the open side is facing down. I would have thought that would have been the other way around. We'll go with the way that it came apart because it doesn't look like anybody's ever taken it apart before. So we're going to go with that. And I'm going to go around the inside. And I just want that there basically so when this bearing fits in there, you know, the next time I go to take it out, it just comes out easy. Put this gear and its sealing point back in. This goes next, that holds everything down like that. So I can put one screw through here. I'm going to grab this screw with these little nurdle noses, try to get it in that hole right there, which I won't do. Okay, we got one caught. So now I'm putting the anti-reverse shaft. I'm hopefully putting the anti-reverse shaft back in. It looks as though I'm putting the anti-reverse shaft back in. Now this little spring has got to go underneath. Oh, is that gonna, oh great. You gotta have 11 arms to be able to do this. 12 toes and 2 fingers. This screw has got to go back down here. Now, remembering how that went on, was it this way or was it this way? I'm going to say that way. Okay, now I've got to reassemble this. I'll need that first. This is the anti-reverse swing arm, and this is the super tiny small horrifically scary spring that I could probably lose if I sneezed real hard right now. Okay, so you got a screw hole there. That screw's got to go into it. I need a smaller needle nose than that to get the loop of this spring. Go ahead and screw this in just the littlest bit here. Now I've got to get this little hook all the way. Okay, we're getting close. So I thought I was. Okay, I believe I've got it. Okay, now we tighten all of our screws down. Okay, got the rotor cleaned up. That can go back on, but I've got to clean up the nut that holds it down because it is covered in grease. Okay, I got the rotor back on. You just slip the rotor on, put the nut on top, and tighten it down to the pinion shaft and gear, and get that back on there. Then we're going to go with this guy here. So we don't want to take it too far because then we have this here slidey-do mechanism. You can see that little guy there. It has a track right there that it runs on. And then I will fit that. It slides in. Hey, oil, where are you going there? Slides into that little track right there. So you can put your screw in. We'll take tiny screwdriver. Plate nice and clean. Looks really good inside. Again, this reel, I can tell it's bounced around from place to place. It's never really been treated bad. Now, this little bushing, this little plastic bushing right here, that goes like that. I've got my little ring already in there. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to go, I'll set this right here for the moment. I'm going to clean up the crank arm, which is filthy, and the spool, which is 3 times as filthy. Okay, fortunately, during the cleaning process, I realized that there was a washer on the bottom of the spool, which means that that washer, kind of crazy, it looks like it's like a clear pink plastic, would go here. Pull on there, it fits right there like that. Now unfortunately, I gotta glue that back on. This little top piece fell off, so I'll have to glue that back on. It says loaded drag spring. We'll screw that on there. Go right through there. This has to go in here. Now we can screw that plug back in there. Ooh, no gritty sound when you screw that back in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Once that gets broke in good, all that oil circulating in there. Great McHale's Navy, I'm doing the thing. Look at that. Drag working? Yeah, drag's working. It's kind of hard to do the thing with this one because there's not much thing here. It's very small, but it's going to be fun to use this one. I'm going to give a call to Matt's Reel Repair and see if those plastic bushings, I can get some new ones, because I do believe that is kind of where the issue may be. This one's been used. I mean, if you look at the foot, let's just put this down, but I'm done with the thing. You can see on the foot, this reel has been used. It's been on a rod. So it's spent some time reeling things in. And it's a cute little guy though. She's clunky though. I mean, it could use a new bearing. I mean, if I can get a new bearing, I'll get a new bearing for it. Other than that though, I mean, that really works well. Here's the real problem with how small the foot is. Am I going to be able to find a rod it'll work on? Excuse me a moment. That won't even go down far enough. Look at that. That's not going to hold it in place. Okay. Piece even flame. Scratch that one off the list. So I went through every single solitary fishing rod that I have in this house, and you're not going to believe it. But the only thing that this reel will fit on is a fly rod. It is so small, the foot is so small it doesn't fit into any conventional newer spinning rods. So here we have it in a vintage Fenwick fly rod. Isn't that going to be interesting? But I'm into interesting. I'm digging it. We'll just have to see what it does. I mean, it works. I mean, it wouldn't be any different than an underspin. I can manually flip it anyway. Yeah, I can manually flip it backwards. And I can say I think I would get 2 bushings and a bearing, and I think we'll be okay there. But I mean, it works okay now. We'll give it a shot. I think the next campground, yeah, I think it's going to be a camping trip, because as small as this is, I'm putting 2-pound line on it. Let's go that route. I think it's a bluegill, trout, crappie kind of thing. Well, there you go. There's the episode. Wheels and reels. Spent some time in a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner. Spent some time on the old Blue Monkey. Found us a reel at the flea market. Put it together, fixed it up, ready to go fishing. I think that was a very productive weekend. Just saying. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one, whatever the next camping with a Daiwa 500C reel may come. Maybe. Okay, ice cream's kicking in. See ya. I'm gonna go, just don't be in my way, boo. Don't be in front of the door, because you're gonna get stepped on.